So we're going to go over some best practices, including multitasking apps and quitting apps. So multitasking apps is when you double click the home button. It's a circle at the very bottom of the phone, the physical button. Double click on that, and you'll see all the apps that you have open that you have recently used. If you've never been within here, then all of the apps that you've used are probably open. Which, if you know anything about multitasking apps, people usually tell you to close them out by swiping up on each of the apps. But sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not. If an app is not working, then you are going to want to quit the app by swiping upward. But if you use that app constantly or you're using that app throughout the day, so like for Spotify, for example, this app, if I'm going to use it later today, I shouldn't quit the app because then it'll have to be reloaded into the phone's RAM, which is what processes the phone. So, long story short, if you're using apps consistently, don't close them out. Leave it for at least a week. If you want to close it out then, sure, close it out, power down the phone, clean it up a little bit. But otherwise, you're going to be killing the battery if you quit the apps more often. And one other thing to help with the iPhone is powering the iPhone off every so often. So about 2 to 3 times a week is recommended by Apple. So you hold the power button down, and then when you see the slide to power off switch, you can slide the iPhone to power it off. And then after it turns off, leave it off for a couple minutes and then power it back on. That's recommended 2 to 3 times per week. And you'll see some more details about quitting apps, multitasking, and powering the phone off in the reference guide attached to this lecture.